Hi, Colin here. I've just run into Chris and Steve. They're going to tell us a little bit about the outdoor bark house to help with barking dog noise next door. Now, tell me, Chris, why did you get the system?
I got it off you last year because we had a dog next door that was driving us absolutely nuts. It would just constantly bark. Any slightest noise, it would just take off every time. So it was driving me nuts and my life's spare.
Right, yeah, and Steve's one of the rangers around in Australia. And Steve, what sort of advice would you give for someone who's got a problem with barking dogs next door?
Well, first thing would be to talk to the neighbour.
Yep.
And let them know, because 9 times out of 10 they just don't know.
Okay, so Chris had done that. He'd actually done the right thing and gone next door. So with the outdoor bark house, it's a directional unit that will hear the sound of a bark. And when it does that, we'll just ask Chris now to demonstrate.
Okay. Woof, woof. Woof.
We'll get him to do that. We'll do that again. We didn't do it. Hang on. All right, say.
Woof, woof, woof.
I don't know if you can hear that, but it's beeping and you can see a little light flashing on the front. Now that's in test mode, so it's audible to us. Now when you turn it to level 1, 2 and 3, you're dictating the distance that the unit will pick up the sound, the audible sonic that comes out, which is annoying to a dog. It's what we call an irritant. We're trying to distract the dog from barking. That's what will distract the dog from barking. Now, did it work instantly?
No, it took about a week. The dog sort of just used to carry on to start off with, and then it just eased off over time as it realised the noise was coming every time.
Okay, so over time we got some consistency in the correction to the dog and a reduction in the barking, which obviously brought it back within acceptable levels. Steve, is that kind of what we're looking for?
Yes, yeah, pretty much so. It's you don't want a dog barking for any reason. You want them barking just to let you know that something is wrong.
Yep, okay. We've got other products as well. This thing's still going on. We've got other products as well to help in different situations, and you can set them up as products for individual dogs, but this is kind of good for your dog if you want to teach the dog not to bark, and very good if you're going to aim it over a fence. Now, just quickly, how did you establish it, and is it any good in the weather?
With ours, we put it under a patio. We had a nice secure area with a roof so the rain couldn't get into it. Yep. It was able to get over the fence, so we just had a perfect position for it, so we were quite lucky.
All right, that's great. We'll probably leave it there, but just remember, it's a sound, it won't go around corners and it will bounce off fences. So positioning and consistency and persistency, as always, is always the key. So there's probably a little button down there or down there somewhere. You can have a closer look at it, or up there you'll see a phone number you can call, which is 1300 the dog. 1300 843 364. Steve, Chris, thanks for your time, and that's called our outdoor bark house. Cheers.